Okay, data migration. So as we can see in our migration file here, the migration file is just a class that Django used to automatically create or update our schema, our database schema. So what's happened is that before you migrate, you apply your migration to the database, Django will run this class in your memory, and we compare your model with this class to check if your model has property has change that are not equal to this class. If that's the case, it will create a new migration files. If not, it will just apply the migrations. We do have a model premium, and in our model premium, let's say we want to create a rating for this premium. We call that rating, and so instead of creating a rating directly on um, on premium model, we can create a customized migration that not only add a new field with rating, but will also populate data to the rating fields. So to do that, we need to apply the data migration. So let's create a new migration file. We named the um, 0002 rating field. As you know, a migration is just a class. We call our migration class migration that's inherits from Django. DB imports my migrations. So we have a migration module, migration, and we have our famous two attributes, dependency, which should be an array, and we also have the operation, which contain a set of operation that this migration has to execute in our database. For this field, we need to for this migration we need to add a new field called rating. So we can add a new migration operation called um, add field. The name of the model name should be premium. The name of the field we call that rating. And the type of the field, um, we need to define the type for the field. Therefore, we need to import model from Django DB. So we import the package model, and we have model dot a small integer field, null equal false. So we want to create a migration that will add a new field in our model premium, and the name of the field should be rating. And we also, since we are talking about the data migration, we also want to add data in that field the as we create our new field um, um, in the migration. So second, we need to define dependency for this one. This migration will depend on initial in the app premium. So in dependency, first we pass the name of the app premium. The first parameter is the name of the application. The second one is the name of the file name of the migration. So 001 initial, that's the migration that's this migration file will depend on. Secondly, we need to create a function that will run that will add data for this rating field that we are creating. To do so, we need to declare a function. Okay, we can name the function add default rating value. And this function should take the application name and the schema editor. The schema editor is a object that's define the database we'll be using to update or insert data. And the apps, of course, is the application that we'll be using to inspect our models. So from there, we have we can define the premium. We can get the premium model from app. From the app, we have app get model. Get model from premium. And the app and the model is premium. And premium at this and this variable premium becomes a query set. So we are going to use the run Python code from migration. So from migrations module, there is a function called, or there is a callable called run Python, which takes in a callable, and that callable should be a function that's passing the app and the schema editor. And the app represents the app configuration. The schema editor represents the objects that establish a connection with the database. So after we add a new field, we can just run migration run Python and pass add default rating as a parameter. So default rating will loop through, we loop through premium, all the historical data in premium. So premium objects, we can say for let's name this one premiums. For premiums in premiums objects all premium um as you can see, it automatically populate default fields, policy, payment cycle, and price. So premium dot our new field rating. Remember, rating doesn't exist yet, but we are anticipating that as soon as we create a field rating, we need to pass a default value. Rating 0.2. That's 4. And then we save all each premium. So, we name the default rating. We can say the default rating is 0.0. In this case, we need a float, feed. So we can pass floats here. Yeah. So that's the way we can create our data model. We use uh, the function run Python that takes in a callable to automatically populate data in Django. So let's run this migration and see what's gonna happen. Python manage migrate. Remember, we already created a migration record, so we need to migrate automatically so we can add this feed rating and append the default value. Migrate the name of our premium and the name of the migration 0002. Okay, now we just create our new field called rating and we automatically populate the data. So as you can see, we can't have the data because the premium object is empty. Let's check the premium objects. Um, yeah, the premium table is empty, so we need to add some data in the premium um, table. Manage shell from premium model imports premium. We also need the policy because we cannot create a premium without a policy. From policy model imports policy. So policy equal policy. We have the name of the policy, auto, and just name it auto policy. What else do we need for the policy? We need the face value. Face value equal, that's the face value of the policy. Let's say 42,000. We have the deductible. Let's say 500. The type of the policy photo. That's all we need for policy. And policy save the policy. Now we need to create a premium. Premium equal premium objects creates for a premium. We have the price. Of course, if the deductible should be small, the price should be higher. Let's say 200. The payment cycle, monthly. Monthly payments. The policy for this premium is the policy just created. Okay, payment cycle unexpected. We have the premium. We save premium. That's all we have for our premium. Now, if we select premium, we can see we have the premium. The rating is 0. We go back here, we exit. We run migration 2. Targets migration 2 is gonna run. We select again. Okay, we go back here. We apply migration 2. And now we want to make sure when we're running migration 2, automatically populate the default value for rating. So to do so, we need to run Python, which we will run this model by adding default value. We run our migration, and so check, select all. There we go. Now we run our migration. As you can see, we run our migration, our data migration by not only creating a new field rating, but also populating a default value to this field 0. That's all for migration. One thing you need to remember about this video is just how to deal with migration conflicts. Make sure when you're creating a migration, you are not copying and pasting a migration from one migration file to create another migration. Or if there is any operation that's similar to two migration, Django will suggest to you to merge migration. And one thing you need to return is that you cannot revert the initial migration. And there are also some migration that are irreversible, like this customized migration. We cannot revert by this customized migration. That's all about migration. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.